Salutations to those who are young and young at heart. Oremi, Madamfo, Enyi, Salam alaikum, Hola, buena gente, Bonjour, legend, Linja, Dumelang, Murigaboto, Mulibwanji, Murigaboto, Makadin, Karibu, Mwakaitawani, Munotambere. Welcome to Blackview SDA online platform. This is a place where your soul will find rest. Did you know every Wednesday and Friday at 6:15 p.m. we have consistent midweek prayers? Not only that, during the day from Monday to Friday, if you need a soulful song, please tune into our platform and indeed you'll find rest for your soul. On Sabbath, which is Saturday, we have services from 8:30 right up to 6 p.m. What do you expect to find? We have got the church at study, Sabbath school, music, it's story time. Even our little ones, the children, will find solace on Blackview online worship platforms. Yes, not only are they going to receive a powerful sermon for them, but including the songs, and they'll sing the songs of Zion in the comfort of your home. Yes, you are waiting for the power hour as we receive the beautiful words, the wonderful words that come from the Word of God. In the afternoon, we have got powerful discussions, not only for the young, but even for the old, as we prepare this journey on this planet Earth before the sundown. Yes, there is a sermon that will usher you into the new week as you listen to God speak to you. What are you waiting for? Tell your friends about it. Don't forget to join us on YouTube and Facebook. Like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. God bless you as we meet on Blackview online worship platform.
Nobody can stop me. Nobody. Don't you wanna go? I'm going there. Nobody can stop me.
boys and girls, it's so exciting to be here on the second day of the year 2020 as we welcome and usher a new year. May the good Lord be your portion. May God be everything that you want. May your prayer be, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Well, it's so exciting to be there on the first Sabbath of the year as we share more about Jesus. Well, I've got a story to tell because it's story time. Yes, boys and girls. So today we're going to share a story that talks about Jesus being everything that we need. Whoever has Jesus has everything that they so need, desire, wish, and want in this world. A story is told about a man who was an Arabian. This man was so rich. In fact, he was not even rich. He was so wealthy. I mean, he had everything. He had camels, he had goats, he had sheep, he had oils, he had mansions. But this man loved art. He loved drawings and anything that you think is drawing. And in his house, he had pictures of the great Picasso, Donatello, Michelangelo, all the artisans that you can think of. You could find their pictures. But this man only had one son. Yes, you heard me right. He only had one son, but he loved his son so dearly. He would do anything and everything for his son. And guess what he did? One day, he asked one of the great painters in Arab and said, you know what? One of the things that I hold so dear to me is nothing but my son. And you know, I am so well pleased with my son. I can do anything for my son. And then so I want to always remember my son. And say, so you know what I want you to do? I want you to draw me a picture of my son that will be in the living room, that will be on top of all the pictures, because my son means everything to me. And this great artist came and he drew the picture of the son. And this rich man was so pleased so much that he had to pay this guy with a Bentley Phantom 8 just for drawing the picture of his son. That's how much this man loved his son. Well, beloved friends, because he loved art, anywhere in his house you would see artifacts of art, and he loved it so much. But his son, when he grew up, he really wanted to serve the entire world. Not only serve it, but to serve it as well. So he came to his father and says, Dad, you know what? I have decided to give my life to the salvation and to serve the people that I always see. I want to go and serve in the army. And the father said, well, that is good. It's your choice. If you decide to serve the people, what can I stop you from doing such a good thing? So the boy said, okay, fine, I am going for home. And the father says, well, when you are there, may the good Lord protect you, may he keep you safe. So the boy went for home, and he was fighting right in the middle of the war zone. And whilst he was fighting, he was with his friend, and one of the days he got shot and he could not survive the shot, so he was laid to rest. Well, the father had a very heavy heart and it was heartbroken, but there was nothing he could do. The son whom he loved so much had gone, but also the man was now at the end of his age. And when he looked at all the cars that he had, the Phantom 8, the Rolls Royce, the Bentley, the Range Rovers, the Mercedes Benz, the BMW, you can name it. He had so many houses on beaches, on mountain tops, on underground, on ground, everywhere. He had ships, he had yachts, he had aeroplanes, he had golf courses. He had everything. He had all mines, and the man was rich, but he had no one else to leave all his fortune with. And he called his lawyer and said, you know what? You know, I have all these things that I have, but I don't even have an heir. So I just want to make sure that when I die, should I die, may you read this will, that whoever does what is in the will inherit all the things that I've worked for. And he wrote it in a piece of paper, showed no one, sealed it, and put a seal. It was only going to be opened when and if he should die. And after 2-3 years, the man had a terminal illness and he was laid to rest. And people gathered from all over the world because they knew that this Arabian man was so filthy rich. He owned oil mines, he had the actual gold mines, he had yachts, aeroplanes, you can name everything that he had. So when they heard that he had no heir to give his things, they heard that his things were going to be auctioned. So people came from from the United States of America, some came from Munich in Germany, some came from Austria in Hungary, some came from Africa. The rich people gathered together to see if they could get their hands on the fortune of this wealthy Arabian man. And when they all were gathered in one of his biggest auditoriums, and it was decorated with all the artifacts of arts from Donatello, from Michelangelo, from the great Picasso, and including the picture of the sun that hang right above all these other pictures. Well, when they came for the auction and they opened the envelope, there was a statement in the envelope. The rich old man who had gone said before they could sell anything, they must first sell the picture of the sun. Well, the picture of the sun was not so huge. It was just a small picture compared to the other artifacts that were in the house that were huge, big, humongous, lovely. But the picture was a little bit smaller. So when people looked at it, they said, wow, who would want the picture of the sun? Anyway, the sun is dead. So let's wait for the bigger things. And everyone was wondering, who would want a picture of a sun who is dead anyway? They would rather wait to buy the Phantom 8, the yacht, and all the big artifacts that this man owned. And they were waiting for the hammer to go. So when the auction master came in and says, okay, because of the clause in the will that he is not going to sell anything unless the picture, the portrait of the sun is sold. So he took the hammer and he said, now we are selling the picture of the sun. Anyone to take the picture of the sun? And do I have a bid? And he was looking for bids and there was no hand. And he says, wow, remember guys, we are not going to sell the oil mines, the gold mines. We're not going to sell the choppers. We're not going to sell the Rolls Royce until the picture of the sun is sold. So anyone to take the picture of the sun. Wow, because this picture was not done by a real professional, but it was the picture of the sun. When they looked at it, there was nothing so lovely about the picture. So they kept on ignoring and said, oh, wow, someone will just get it. But well, we are waiting for the real artifacts that this rich Arabian man had, until finally, after about 30 minutes, there was a butler, the one who used to serve this man, realizing how much this man loved his own son. He checked his pockets and realized that, well, I only have a $2 note that I could only spare, but that was my transport money. But nonetheless, because I know how much this son meant to this man, so the butler hesitantly, he raised his hand and says, okay, I'll take the picture of the sun, but I only have $2. And he says, well, anyone to challenge the $2? And everybody says, oh, well, you can give it to him because we're waiting for the bigger things to come. And the hammer was put down and says, for $2, this man goes with the portrait of the sun. And guess what? The butler came and took the picture of the sun. And now people started, preparing for the bigger things to come. And the next part of the will read like, whoever gets the portrait of the sun gets the entire estate. Wow, you didn't get that one. Whoever has the sun has everything the rich Arabian man had. And when they heard it, some of them fainted. Some of them couldn't believe. They wanted to contest, but they could not contest. So the butler, with only $2, he bought the portrait of the sun. Not only the portrait of the sun, but everything that this man had was given to the butler, because the condition was whoever has the sun has everything. Well, beloved friends, I think it sounds like a story that I know. The story of the only begotten Son of the Father, who came down on planet Earth when he had left all glory and honor in heaven to die just for you and for me. That way you could have suffered, he suffered on our behalf, that we could live the life that he ought to live. And I remember there's a particular verse in John chapter 3 verse 16 that says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever, listen to this, whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Beloved friends, let me tell you, whosoever has the Son has everything that we ought to have in this planet Earth. Remember, just before that particular verse, he says, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so shall the Son of Man be lifted unto you, that he might draw man towards himself. So when you have Christ, you have everything that you need to have. So beloved friends, what are you waiting for? Look for Christ and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto us. May God bless you as you look for Jesus, for with Jesus we have everything that we need. God bless you and God be with you. Let's meet again next week Sabbath as we learn more and more about Jesus. As we've begun a new year, let me say have a prosperous new year, and may God be your guide, your shepherd, your portion, and everything that you need. And remember, he who has the Son, he has everything. God bless you and God keep you.
I'm on my way.
Salutations to those who are young and young at heart. Oremi, Madamfo. Enyi, Salam alaikum. Hola, buena gente. Bonjour, legend. Linja, Dumelang. Murigaboto. Muliwanji. Murigaboto. Makadini. Karibu. Mwakaitawani. Mwakaitawani. Munotambere. Welcome to Blackview SDA online platform. This is a place where your soul will find rest. Did you know every Wednesday and Friday at 6:15 p.m. we have consistent midweek prayers? Not only that, during the day from Monday to Friday, if you need a soulful song, please tune into our platform and indeed you'll find rest for your soul. On Sabbath, which is Saturday, we have services from 8:30 right up to 6 p.m. What do you expect to find? We have got the church at study, Sabbath school, music, it's story time. Even our little ones, the children, will find solace on Blackview online worship platforms. Yes, not only are they going to receive a powerful sermon for them, but including the songs, and they'll sing the songs of Zion in the comfort of your home. Yes, you are waiting for the power hour as we receive the beautiful words, the wonderful words that come from the Word of God. In the afternoon, we have got powerful discussions, not only for the young, but even for the old, as we prepare this journey on this planet Earth before the sundown. Yes, there is a sermon that will usher you into the new week as you listen to God speak to you. What are you waiting for? Tell your friends about it. Don't forget to join us on YouTube and Facebook. Like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. God bless you as we meet on Blackview online worship platform.
Nobody.